Welcome back to Michael Field. It's football tonight here on KASM, the first game of our football season in Kirby Hemish. Some of the names that our listeners maybe want to get used to because there's a lot of new names on the old list, isn't there?
We alluded to it in the pregame that, it's not Isaiah Garrett at quarterback anymore. You don't get Tate Hoffarth and Nolan Reeder in the backfield, so it got some new guys. LaQuay Jefferson's going to take the snaps. The main tailback will be Carter Beer with Hunter Tate in front of him. Logan Harn at wide receiver. They have Tyson Garrett at the split end, Caden Sand at the tight end. Up front, Porter Copeland, Tate Lacey, Luke Buttweiler, Declan Kremley, and Thomas Odenthal. So a few names that we've maybe grown accustomed to over the last few years, Randy, but for the most part, some fresh faces on the field. And speaking of the field, she looks gorgeous right now.
Absolutely. Brock Zierden and his crew have done a wonderful job getting this field in optimum playing condition for the opening game tonight. You know, Kirby, one of the advantages, even though we've had some rain here in the last couple of weeks, is that, it was a fairly dry summer. They tried watering it, and it stayed green for the most part, but nothing like Mother Nature's rain. So a lot of this rain is still being absorbed into the earth.
Well, and I think that that basically creates an opportunity tonight where it's not maybe going to get as muddy right away because the ground is that thirsty. That beautiful patch of grass here at Michael Field is able to drink up a good chunk of it. But, who knows? It could rain pretty hard tonight. It could taper off. At this point, these guys are ready to hit someone else in a different colored jersey, Randy, so I think they'd play in the parking lot or in the pool or something if you'd let them.
You asked John Leeser, who's heading up this officiating crew, can I ask who won the coin flip, right?
It was Holy Family Catholic winning the coin toss, and they deferred, so Albany receiving. They're on the east end, and Randy, we're going to get high school football here in 5 seconds.
You bet. Carter Beer, Caden Sand, some of the deep man for the Albany Huskies, as ready to kick it off is Holy Family Catholic. And the Fires kick on the way. Will be fielded. Actually, Caden Sand letting it drop. Starts up field. The big guy hits the 25, falls forward to about the 27-yard line. And Caden, at first, Kirby, he thought it's going to roll out of bounds, but then that ground was pretty soft over there. It just kind of died in the grass.
If he was thinking that was going to happen, if it had some momentum behind it, just bam, stop right then and there, and it did not go anywhere. So Caden picks it up, got as far as he could. You've started a lot worse than at your own 27.
Absolutely. We'll see LaQuay Jefferson running the offense tonight in the backfield. He'll be joined by Logan Harn and Carter Beer. Hunter Tate will start in the backfield, too, for the Albany Huskies. 1st and 10, that three-back set. LaQuay will hand off to his fullback, and straight ahead with the carry, that is Hunter Tate. And I wonder, over the years, if you would count how many first snaps of the first game of the season started with the fullback carrying the football. I bet you it's a lot.
A lot here, I'd say.
A lot here.
At this stadium,
right.
I'd say that.
No surprise down the field fly, boys.
No, not
like
the double reverse pass, not the Statue of Liberty. Just let's go fullback trap.
That's right. 2nd down, about 8. The handoff will go to the tailback, and in the open, here he goes down the field. Carter Beer breaks off a big one and down inside the Fire 40-yard line to about the 37. Boy, Carter Beer looked good on the outside there.
That right side of the Husky line clearing the path. That near side tackle, Thomas Odenthal, as well as Declan Kremley, just busting open a huge opening right there for Carter. And he saw the green grass at Michael Field, Randy, and he took advantage of it.
You bet. Mason Beerbaum, he'll check out here as he and one other Husky will roast in 10 Huskies. LaQuay, the handoff, that'll go to Logan Harn, and we get some movement on the offensive line. The Albany Huskies, they'll push him back 5 yards.
Yeah, a little early season jitters maybe, Randy, as you have you're getting that timing down and all that stuff. So it will not be the first penalty we'll see this evening either way.
No. Boy, that grass almost looks like a turf. It's cut so nice and low to the ground and just beautiful.
My math is slow here. Brenda Utsch helped me out. It was a 36-yard Carter Beer pickup right there up the near sideline, Randy. Okay. I'm confident in saying that's the longest run of the season.
Kirby, you are doing the right thing, giving in to Albany math versus Ricori math right now. Another offensive line movement here as the handoff went to Hunter Tate, and it's going to push the guys. They've been practicing that first count, that hard snap, and just didn't get it here in game time so far.
Mason Beerbaum, near side tight end, maybe getting a little too quick, trying to get into that second level to throw a block, as now we'll see Beerbaum come out of the game, as back into the game will come for Albany Caden Sand. So, yeah, it's early.
And they go with a hard count, and flags saying that time it was Holy Family Catholic that jumped, and I thought they did jump a little bit early too. We'll see what the officials call down on the field.
False start off on the offense.
That's the preliminary call.
So you get a 36-yard run up the near sideline on your second play of the season. Then you give 15 back on procedure penalties, Randy. So you had a nice start going, but now in the rain, 1st and 25, this is not what you're looking for.
Yeah, but you've got Carter Beer 36-yard runs in your back pocket, Kirby.
Well, run it again.
Run it again.
Just try to get it on.
Just don't get that yellow flag.
Yeah, do it without the flag.
They have spotted the ball all the way back to the Albany 48-yard line, so it's gone from the 37 to the 48. Now we get a loose ball on the field and a penalty flag thrown again. 4 consecutive penalties, and again, false start on the Albany Huskies.
It's 4 or 5 yard penalties right there. The 20-yard. So you basically turned a 36-yard run into a 16-yard run right there. And on that play, Randy, we saw the center and quarterback not move. Everyone else move.
Right.
So they were on the right page for the signal. No one else was.
First down and 30. Here's the pitch to Beer. He's got some running room on that left side. He's got it all back and a few extra yards as he lands inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. That was so wide open over the left side. Kirby's just going, I got to use my math again.
Just the quick pitch out there, and we're on the near hash, and Carter just had so much real estate out there, Randy. Just a ton of room to rumble out there. He wipes out, so you go 4 penalties in a row for 5 yards, and he wipes it all out.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Albany Huskies. Caden Sand will bring in that play. And they cuddle with LeQuay under center, just 2-back set right now. There they go. Good snap. LeQuay looks to pass.
Nope.
LeQuay is going to take off and run. He has the first down. He's pulled out of bounds. He's down at about the 23-yard line, so LeQuay will get enough for a first down.
Nice pickup right there. And looking downfield for that tight end streak, I think he had Sand going maybe towards the goalpost, Randy, but just a lot of room on the outside that LeQuay is smart enough to just take what they give him right there and pick up the second Husky first down.
They're going to spot that right on the 23-yard line. Coming in for the Albany Huskies, Brady Goebel. We saw Brady. We'll see him probably on Saturday, but Brady is lined up here as a big tight end for the Huskies. And LeQuay takes the snap. Here's the handoff. Beer. Carter has enough, it looks like, for a first down as he lands close to the 13-yard line. I think the spot's going to mark him about a yard short, so it'll be 2nd down and a yard.
Just gallop right there. Just
he looks so smooth out there. Just
72 yards on 3 carries.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of Carter Beer last year. But he was playing behind or playing with such talented running backs last year, too. Huskies come to the line on 2nd and a yard. LeQuay will hand off to Harn, and Harn has enough for a first down as Logan down to about the 10-yard line. Should be 1st and goal for the Huskies from the 10.
Albany offensive line right now just creating some big holes for Harn and Tate and Beer in the backfield, Randy.
8:10 to play here in the first quarter. This has been a clock eater for the Albany Huskies, keeping it on the ground. And no score if you're just joining us. Huskies looking at 1st and goal from the 10. Here's LeQuay with the fake to his tailback. LeQuay keeps it, and he's very close to the goal line. They're going to spot LeQuay down maybe around the 1-yard line. A pickup of 9.
Yeah, I'd say about 8 yards right there, Randy.
Yeah,
with
it's on the 2.
If they started at the 10, and just, inside handoff fake that the Holy Family Catholic Fire biting on that. LeQuay just going right around the outside.
They bring in Cole Moldsoff, too. The Huskies do, as coming out of the game, Dominic Enck. So Moldsoff in for the Huskies over on the left side of the line. It's the handoff to Tate, and Tate into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Huskies, as the fullback Hunter Tate records the first touchdown here for the Huskies in the 2021 season.
Simple right there. I mean, you start the season with a fullback dive. You clearly have confidence in it. You can get it from the 2-yard line on 2nd and goal. You just dive right in there and get the touchdown.
So last year, the kicking game presented the Huskies with a lot of problems, and they chose to go for 2 the majority of the time. Boy, it's hard to see. You know, Caden Sand comes in with that number 13 that was worn for so many years by Ethan Navarcho.
Yeah.
It's like,
can't get it out of your head
Can't get it out of my head, no. Here go the Huskies now, 2-point conversion. They sweep Carter Beard to the left, and Carter, he could have walked in if he wanted to. There was nobody out on the perimeter, and Holy Family Catholic was just protecting the middle, like the fullback dive or something like that. But Albany has been able to run at ease so far here on their first drive. They lead 8-0 over Holy Family Catholic, 7:16 to play. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout here on KASM. As the kick will be picked up by, that is Pegas, and Pegas starts upfield. He's got some running room as he's over the 132-yard line, and that's where play will be halted as the Husky coverage team pulls him down. But boy, DJ Pegas was in the open there for a bit, Kirby, and that's where you said, oh.
Well, you just have that space, and then, you know, on a little slicker of a night, you can't have that long stride. So if you get a guy with that space, it's tough to catch up that quickly. So for a moment there, it seemed like Pegas had some room to rumble, but they'll start at their own 32.
You bet. 1st and 10 for Holy Family Catholic as they send their offense out to the field. They'll be quarterbacked by Gavin Fry. And Gavin works under center right now. The back's in an eye. He sends a motion man, and that's Pedish. And he'll flip to the deep back, and that is Pegas. And Pegas starts down the far sidelines, and the Huskies finally force him out of bounds at Albany's 30-yard line, but a huge gain for DJ Pegas.
Wow, Randy. I mean, just galloping up that far Holy Family Catholic sideline. They get their first down on one play. First down, and a big pickup right there is just a sweep on the outside. Albany kind of stacking the box, basically, and he just ran out to him.
So far in this football game, the sweeps, the outside of the football field has not been contained by those corners right now, that's for sure. Backs in an eye again, as working under center is Fry. And Pegas will get the call again. He's got some running room right up the middle following his center. He's inside the Albany Husky 35 down to about the 32-yard line. Pretty nice gain, about 5 and 2nd and 5.
Give them 5 right there. The Husky opening drive, Randy. They go 7 plays, 4 minutes, 36 seconds in time of possession, going those 73 yards.
So Pegas, the deep back here, and he'll get the handoff again. The Huskies defense, a little bit of an adjustment there, able to pull Pegas down at the 30-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd down at about 3.
Backers this year. Crumley had played a good chunk of last year, but LeQuay in there at linebacker, Logan Harn in there at linebacker, Hunter Tate making that tackle. 3rd about 4 right here.
This Pegas kid, only a sophomore. Definitely got a little bit of that Suave in the backfield.
Fresh legs.
Yeah, fresh legs is right. 3rd and 3. Pegasus will get the pitch. They try to sweep him to the right, and the Husky defense able to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. We're to bring up a 4th and 3, and good defensive adjustment there by Al Omdahl and his crew.
Point of attack, Odenthal on the outside there. Maybe Brady Goebel from that D tackle position getting some leverage off the snap. That's what created the traffic in the backfield. It looks like the offense staying on the field right here for the Fire.
Now, you had said Mike Kleinschmidt and Holy Family Catholic, they exchanged scrimmage films?
That's it. That's all they had.
That's all they had. Receiver set up on the left side here. That's Eddie Dimony. And backs in an eye. Fry working under center. He's taking some time here. Looks over to his coach. He has a 4th and 3, down to 2 seconds, 1 second. I don't think he's going to get it off. And they are going to get a delay of game call. And I don't know, Kirby, if that was intentional. If they
more room so you're thinking maybe more room to punt?
More room to punt.
Gosh, you would assume, though, Randy, that they could have maybe had a better shot of trying to draw the Huskies off sides with some hard counts as opposed to just sitting there and kind of looking at the sideline.
Now they're looking at a 4th down and about 8, and they're going to still keep the offense on the field. So there goes my theory of, giving them some more room to punt.
From the gun.
Pegasus, one of the backs, now working as Fry out of the shotgun here. Receivers right and left, looking to pass. Huskies blitz. Here's the pass. It's complete to Pegasus, but the Husky defense right there to meet him at the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and about along 4, maybe even 5, and they're going to turn it over on downs to the Albany Huskies. You know, after that long run, Kirby, hats off to the defense because they made some adjustments very quickly, and Holy Family Catholic was stopped in their tracks.
Well, it's basically we can't let that guy get that much space on a sweep anymore, so we got to play a little wider. We can't stack the box like we had done right there. So just a nice adjustment by Coach Almdahl and the Husky D to get the ball back here with 4:53 to play in the first quarter.
Your Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard has the Albany Huskies leading 8-0 over Holy Family Catholic. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Backs in an eye. LeQuay will hand off to the deep back. That's Carter Beer, and Carter stopped initially on the corner, and now we get a penalty flag in the backfield. It's probably going to be a holding on one of the Husky running backs as they tried to open up some room for Carter.
It's tough when you get that stretch play where they come back, Randy, so you're blocking this way, and then your guy's going the way you were blocking him. So it's tough to keep your hands off and grab a jersey or, maybe even a block in the back.
So penalty bug has bitten the Huskies here in this first quarter. Let's tack on a few more, and this is a big penalty because it occurred from where the hold was taking place, Kirby. They're going to spot it all the way back to the 20-yard line. It's like a 12-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's not what the Huskies had envisioned for their first quarter here. They got that's their 5th penalty for 32 yards now.
Carter Beer will take the handoff, and Carter Beer brought down at about the 24-yard line. So now we see Holy Family and Carter Beer comes up hobbling a little bit. I don't know if that maybe a little bit of an ankle or if he's got a cramp, but he's coming out of the game, and that's not good for the Albany Huskies to see as he heads to the sidelines.
He went into that play, 3 carries for 72 yards, so the Fire clearly seeing, where's 22? Let's find 22, and hopefully Carter's just a little, it looks like it's cramping.
It is. Yeah, they're working on the ankle. Doc Brever down there working on it. Cole Mosloff will come in for Carter Beer. They go with 2-back set. Handoff will go to Hunter Tate, and Hunter has some running room. Look at that big fullback run up to about the 35-yard line. Nice run there by Hunter Tate. And I'll bring up a 3rd down and about 1 here for the Huskies.
They give him about 13 right there, Randy, and kind of runs angry. Like
he
you don't want to get his way. And he's got the ball, and he kind of runs with the ball, the stiff arm with the arm hand or the ball hand, and he uses that. So just almost kind of a bully running right there, like your older brother running in the backyard. But a big pickup right there for the Huskies. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 or 6 coming up here.
Looks like about 3rd and 7 as Moldoff will come in. Caden Sand. LeQuay under center. He'll go to the air on 3rd and 7, looks to pass. And, he had a chance to run, but he throws it to Hunter Tate as fullback, and Hunter with a guy all over him, makes the catch at about the 43-yard line.
Nice ball right there, and I think you maybe hit the nail on the head, Randy, where it looked like LeQuay could have tucked and ran for the 7 or 8 that he needed, but he just ends up deciding to kind of zing it right in there, and Tate with a nice catch and another Husky first down, their 4th of the day.
Well, that's 1 for 1 on the season, right?
Well, might as well put the passing game away. You end on 1,000%, right?
Exactly. First down 10, Albany. Here's LeQuay. He'll hand off again, and with the carry, might be Hunter Tate, as he has been the workhorse now since Carter Beer's on the sidelines, and Carter
still working on that ankle.
Yeah, still walking like an old man right now down there. And Doc Brever's going over, just twisting that ankle a little bit.
The guy's got 72 yards on 3 carries to start the season and kind of dinged up right away. Not the start you were looking for, Carter, after a great start.
So Tate picked up a yard. Here's the pitch on the far side, and with a great pickup was Tyson Garrett's, and Tyson scored it around that outside, and boy, all of a sudden he had the gallop going there. You saw those big strides, and Tyson, the younger brother of Isaiah, and he's definitely an athlete.
Well said. I mean, and you talked about the long strides, and maybe a little bit of where Carter Beer and Will Mergen were last year, as you key in on an Olin Reeder, and next thing you know, who's this guy?
Exactly. Yeah, tonight's where maybe stars are aligned. And the Huskies get a penalty flag as they snap the football. We have 1:23 left here in the first quarter.
Another false start.
Another false start on the Albany Huskies. They lead 8-0 over Holy Family Catholic, but this one's going to the 49-yard line of Holy Family Catholic.
6 penalties for 37 yards. The one downfall you would look at for the first quarter here for the Purple.
So that will bring up first down and 15 as Brady Goebel.
Has a blocker. Here goes Hunter, 20, down to the 15, out of bounds at about the 12. Hunter Tate, break me off a big one.
Big run and a great play call right there. You spread out the fire, Randy, with 3 trips receivers to the right, and Tate just goes right up the gut on an inside handoff and cuts to the outside. And bam, off to the races for Tate, and he's inside the, what do you got him at, the 12-yard line?
Yeah, about the 12-yard line. He's 5'11", he goes 185 pounds, and that's a big kid for a lot of high school kids to bring down, Kirby.
Yeah, that was a big one.
First down 10, Tate in the backfield, fake to Tate, LeQuay with the keeper. LeQuay just sidesteps a couple defenders and down to about the 5-yard line, where he'll pick up about 7. It'll be second down, and let's call it 3 quarter. As the first quarter has come to an end on the west end of Michael Field, we'll move to the east. 8-0 Huskies after 1. We're back in 1 minute on KASM.
He was on the 48 there. 48?
Our 48.
Our 48. So you got him for 36?
Randy Rothstein, Kirby Himmish back with you at Michael Field in Herges Stadium. 8-0 Albany after one quarter. The Huskies driving, though, again, Kirby.
They are, and I'd say just the ability that Albany has up front, just a size advantage potentially, or just maybe a skill advantage potentially against Holy Family Catholic, that they've kind of dug their own grave a little bit, have the Huskies, but they got out of it.
Yeah.
After these penalties. They've been able to kind of work around it.
They have the ball placed down on the 6-yard line, first and or actually second and about 3 as the handoff to the Huskies. That looks like Tate getting up from the bottom of the pile there. Oh, no, it was Heron. Logan Harn with the carry. Harn down to the 4, so he'll get 2, and it'll be third down and looks like a long
What do you got for that big body up front for Holy Family Catholic? Because he was in the backfield quick there, playing nose tackle.
Yeah.
Kind of turned to the side right now.
73 or 77?
77, yeah. Ben Gallus, 6'3", 245. He blew that play up.
It'll be third down as LeQuay will keep it, looking for blockers, and LeQuay to the pylon. Touchdown, Huskies! 4-yard touchdown run for LeQuay Jefferson. I don't see a yellow flag laying anywhere, and we're going to count that as 6.
That means 6, Randy. And man alive, talk about the speed. It was a 4-yard run, but he went a good 18, 20 yards basically to get there, and just, there's no corner there, and he just kind of worked his way out and found the pylon. Touchdown Huskies, up 14.
Kept stretching out the field, didn't he?
He did, yeah, and they just weren't out there.
Yeah, beat me to the corner, and LeQuay, well, he beat him to the corner. The Huskies going to go for 2 here as Tyson Garrett's in the ball game for Albany. We have Caden Sand in. Let's see who the Huskies put in the backfield. Hunter Tate, the fullback, is there. Here's the handoff going to go to Tyson Garrett. He lowers his head, and number 14 is in for the 2-point conversion. The Huskies lead 16-0. 16-0 here early in the second quarter. 11:14 to play. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on KASM.
Hey, how about that? The scoreboard started working all of a sudden.
Good deal. There's not a bug's out of it there.
You keep pushing the button enough times, eventually it kicks in.
Yes.
Yardage marker, ball on, yard line on, and the quarter one wasn't showing up either.
Let's see, right on one.
Okay. Hey, Adam, can you look through the old chasm spots or any of the chasm spots and see if you can find an Albany Eye Clinic? It's the same ad.
Can you change the date?
Awesome. Thank you.
We welcome you back to Michael Field on the Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard. Out-of-town scores down at the U in Dinkytown. Gophers trailing 7-0 to the fourth best team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes, halfway through the first half. Albany here. Nice start, Randy.
Absolutely. Leading 16-0. Adam Dennis going to kick it off to the Fire of Holy Family Catholic. And with the football is the Catholics at number 1. That's Kieran Paddish, and Paddish brings it out to the 31-yard line. He grabbed it right around the 15, so of a return of about 16 yards, and that's where Holy Family Catholic Fire began 1st and 10.
Good Husky drive. They went 9 plays. They went 68 yards. Randy, it was capped off by LeQuay Jefferson rushing touchdown. Tyson Garrett's on the 2-point conversion run at 5 minutes, 39 seconds. There were penalties in there, but again, penalties on the drive, but found its way to the painted area.
You bet. The ball placed on the 31-yard line, and the Fire quarterback, Gavin Fry, who is a 5'9" sophomore, so he's a young guy. He's going to work out of the shotgun right now.
Ooh, shifty.
They are making a lot of movements here, and somebody jumped early with all that movement on that offensive line and just special team players, and
Isn't that just how, I mean, you're going shift, and the guy's not playing left tight end anymore. He's on right tight end, and you finally got set, and you got to where you wanted to be, and you wanted to create that diversion or misdirection, and then you jump offsides.
And then you jump offsides. I think the officials.
They picked that up?
Yeah, they might have. He waved up here to the scorers booth. It looks like they waved off the penalty.
Are they going to mark?
So apparently they're sending both teams to the sidelines right now.
Oh, no. Is this guy looking for lightning somewhere? He's looking at the time. Because if it's lightning, they got to sit out.
That is not cool.
Well,
11:07, 16-0 Albany. Yeah, they are looking right now at their watches.
interesting. I think that, well, now we see the Fire coming back out onto the field.
Right.
So you see sometimes the early games in the season, the referees maybe take a little, I know that cramping seems ludicrous on a night like tonight, but maybe giving him a little bit of a break.
A little bit of a break. So they each looked at their watches, and here comes the Fire right now. Now we're going to see, again, a lot of movement as the snap will go and the handoff will go to, that's number 5, Pegas. And Pegas out to about the 35-yard line as Fry took the snap, and boy, just a simple handoff to Pegas, who was lined up next to him, and he gets 4.
Nice little cutback right there, but a good job sticking with it. Declan Crumley shed a block and came over to make the tackle.
So we've seen Pegas run the ball a lot. We haven't seen many other players touch the ball a lot yet, and it'll be Pegas that takes the pitch from Fry. He's met right at the line of scrimmage by the Albany Huskies. And Kirby, if you're Al Amdahl right now, he's the guy you key on, right? Because they haven't tried anybody else yet. So why not key on number 5 and let somebody else burn us, right?
Gets it every play. I mean, until Gavin Fry proves that he can deliver on a pass or something, or someone else runs, find number 5, because that's probably where the ball's going.
You bet. Eddie Domini set up on the left. Here's Fry looking to pass. Here comes the Husky pass rush, and Fry is in the grasp, and he goes down at the 16, 17-yard line. LeQuay was in there for the Albany Huskies. Also number 50, Thomas Odenthal, helped out.
Thomas Odenthal just running and running and running as the quarterback, Fry, Randy, just almost the youth move, just keep dropping back farther and farther and farther, where, he lost a good probably 20 yards on that play, 25 yards basically. So
if that kid's maybe a senior, does he look to ditch that ball?
Yeah, or take a sack.
Or take a sack earlier.
Yeah.
Because you're a sophomore, and it's like you want to make something big. You want to beat him, and he just didn't. One man back for the Albany Huskies right now as the punt is coming from Holy Family Catholic. Kind of a lob for a snap, and it's Caden Sand, the deep man. Caden takes the ball right around the 40, and he called for a fair catch. And, granted, that's Caden's first catch of the year, and it's raining out, and you're looking up into the sky. And
would you assume that maybe number 22 was supposed to be back there if his ankle's not
I would
healthy?
say Carter Beer was probably going to be that guy.
So Caden was maybe instructed, hey, you catch that thing and come back over and talk to me.
See, Carter, no, I don't see him down on the sideline right now, so I don't know if he's maybe being looked at a little bit further.
Fair catch right there for
Caden
Sand.
He's right next to Coach Kleinschmidt. So maybe Carter is lobbying to get back in at some point. First down 10 for the Albany Huskies. They'll start on their own 40-yard line. Molzoff in for the Huskies. Clock down to 10 already as they break their huddle. LeQuay quickly to the line. Two-back set. Handoff Tyson Garretts. Garretts will full steam ahead. Picks up 3 and second down and 7.
That's where it almost makes you scratch your head a little bit. You're up 16. You're having your way with them up front in the running game. Why was it taking so long to get that play in there right there? It was your first play of the series. I know you like to maybe get some consistency with that if you're swapping tight ends who bring the play in, but it was just kind of, and then Molzoff ran on late. He might not have even known the play.
Right. Here they come. 2nd and 7. LeQuay backs in an eye. Handoff will go to Hunter Tate. Boy, he breaks that first initial tackle, and then look at Hunter. He gets himself 10 extra yards on just all-in-out heads up play there. Oh,
He is listed at 5'11", 185. He ran his last three carries, Randy, like he was 6'4", 240.
exactly.
Just
Yeah.
running tough and running angry, and that was a big, just bouncing off bodies right there as he picks up the first down.
So Brady Goebel will come in. Jordan Barker out for the Huskies. On first down 10, the ball just inside the 50, down at the 47-yard line. Vaxon and I again. It'll be LeQuay on the keeper. He uses his backs to block, and LeQuay inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. LeQuay pounding the football on the ground. Boy, if he had beaten that guy, he probably would have been a lot farther down the field. He'll get 9 and second and a yard.
Might have hit his head on the goalpost if he slips that last ankle tackle,
Yes.
Randy, but just that's a well-designed play, and something that you and I talked about this afternoon is we haven't really seen the wiggle from the quarterback position since maybe an Ethan Hilla.
Right.
So now you have another runner in that backfield, not just the facilitator.
They go to a 3-back set in the handoff. This time we'll go to Logan Harn, and Harn down to about the 31-yard line. That'll be enough for an Albany Husky first down. You know, they will go to this different kind of backfield set, Kirby, with Carter Beer out there right now, going to maybe an I. Now they just had the wishbone, their 3-back set.
Yeah, but as you had mentioned, they did kind of mix things up, and on the Jefferson run where you get those wings out a little farther and they're downfield blocking as opposed to behind the quarterback, they're almost equal to him.
First down 10, Huskies. Here's the handoff to Harn. Harn breaking that initial tackle, and he lands inside the 30. He'll probably pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. And Logan Harn, good to see him back on the field after a season-ending knee injury last year in October.
It was like the first game.
It was
like the first series.
Yeah. And he actually he was doing some good things last year when he went down with that knee injury.
We know he can run.
Yes, he can. Dominic Eink into the game. It'll be Brady Goebel coming out for Albany. Ball placed at the 28-yard line. 6:24 to play here in the first half. 16-0 Albany with the lead. LeQuay will hand off to Hunter Tate, and Hunter Tate down to about the 25, maybe the 24-yard line.
Give him about 3 more right there. He's got 7 carries for 67 yards. And basically, Randy, that quick guard right now, Declan Crumley, he's basically the indicator, if I'm Holy Family Catholic, find where 77's going, because it seems like Coach K is going right behind him the entire time.
Third down, and we'll call it 2. You know, I think Mike Kleinschmidt probably told Carter Beer, I like where we're at, 16-0. Maybe you're going to have to rest that ankle for a week. LeQuay under center. He'll hand off to Hunter Tate. Hunter Tate on the move. Here goes the Husky fullback to the goal line. Touchdown! Wow.
You get a fullback trap up the gut, and he could just bust outside like that, Randy. Makes his way out there for that nice, what'd you get him for, Brenda, 33? From the 25-yard touchdown run, and
you bet.
It's just an angry run. That's the third time I've said it, but Albany kind of exerting their will, and that's basically pushing Mr. Beer back to the bench.
That happened on the far side of Michael Field in that far corner of the end zone, so we waited for the official to give us the signal for a touchdown. So here at Michael Field, 22-0. Albany holding on to the lead. They go for the 2-point conversion now, and it'll be LeQuay. Little flare pass to Logan Harn, and Logan Harn has the catch, the 2-point conversion good. LeQuay Jefferson to Logan Harn, and it's 24-0 Albany over Holy Family Catholic. Here at Michael Field with 5:29 to play, we'll take a 1-minute timeout.
Huskies, and the Holy Family
Oh, no.
Catholic trying to fall on the football, and Albany's saying they got the football. It went farther downfield, 10 yards, and who comes up with it? It's the Huskies, Jaden Mark. Ho-ho! Holy Family Catholic, for whatever reason, Kirby didn't go after that football.
Just yeah, I don't know if it was a lapse in judgment or couldn't get there with maybe a little soggier conditions, but I think after about 2 seconds of that ball rolling around the ground, it should have maybe registered that, hey, that's a live ball, and if they get it, it's theirs. And
it's like an onside kick. Yeah, you got to go after it. So Jaden Mark comes up with we'll call it the onside kick, and the Huskies get possession of the football at Holy Family Catholic's 32-yard line.
Best starting position of the year.
First and 10, hand off to Tyson Garrett. Look at him lower that head. Kirby running low to the ground. He's probably at the most 2 feet off the ground. He's getting that low to the ground, and Tyson's a tall kid, about 6'3". So tucking his head down to the 20, give him 13.
Nice pickup right there for Tyson Garrett. And like you said, Randy, maybe tripped up at the point of attack, but after that, just being able to keep his balance the entire time and keep grinding, making his way for a 13-yard pickup in the 8th Husky first down.
From the Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard, 24-0. Albany leading Holy Family Catholic here in the second quarter. One back set for the Huskies. That will be LaQuay trying to hand off, and the loose football, that handoff to Isaac Evenson, and I think it got fumbled, and Albany landed back on it. But that happened at the 20-yard line, so second and 10, no gain.
Yeah, maybe just bumping in. Don't you always get a bang out of those fumbles? And I was no better when I played once upon a time, but you got the Holy Family Catholic kid just more positive than anything in his entire life that they had the ball, and they didn't have the ball. No. So it just, you can never trust those youthful hands, I guess.
Sand set up to the right in the backfield, our three-back set again. It's LaQuay handing off to Garrett, and Tyson down to about the 15 count. The 13-yard line is where he ends up, and a nice run for the Husky junior.
Yeah, good pickup right there for Tyson, and he doesn't have, for a pretty athletic kid and athletic family that we've seen the past few years, Randy, he's not afraid of contact. That's for certain. He's more apt to go through you than to go around you.
Third down 3 for Albany. All placed at the 13-yard line. Is the handoff going to go to Harn, and Harn has a first down. He's inside the 5, down to about the 4, and Logan Harn will make it a first and goal for Albany down at, they're going to spot it right on the 5-yard line.
Nice pickup right there. Harn just grinding right through and give him 7 yards right up the gut when he only needed 2, Randy. He's up to 19 yards, 5 carries.
Beerbaum will come in for Albany. Coming out, Brady Goebel. First and goal from the 5.
Keep an eye on maybe an Isaiah or a LaQuay keeper running to that far side, Randy.
Sand set up left. They're going to pitch to Garrett's. He's got the left corner of the end zone. Down goes his head, and bowls the defender over, and Tyson Garrett's with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Huskies lead 30-0.
I thought they'd maybe use the field. They come right at the boundary, and again, you see the young man not shying away from contact. It was kind of one-on-one at the 2-yard line, and he said, bring it on, and he ended up in the end zone.
Tyson Garrett's a 5-yard touchdown run, making it 30-0. Bowls off in for the Albany Huskies, and Beerbaum will come out. I'll make it Caden Sand coming out here for Albany. Just a pretty impressive first half, minus the penalties for the Albany Huskies. It is the handoff, the fake to Evenson, and we get a penalty flag. They're going to move the Huskies back 5 yards, so that extra point attempt will be from 10 yards out. They'll make it, no, it's, what is it? They spot it from the 3, so another 5 from 8 yards out. The ball spotted on the 8-yard line.
Albany's been good at rushing and good at going back 5 yards tonight.
That's right. LaQuay out with his backfield. Looks like Evenson and Tyson Garrett. LaQuay looks to pass, tosses it up in the middle, and right there making the catch for the Albany Huskies. Is that it's either Brady Goebel
That's 89.
It
That's
is
Brady.
Brady
Yep.
Goebel with the 2-point conversion. And the Huskies lead 32-0. 32-0 here in the second quarter. 2:59 to play. We'll be back in a minute on KSM.
The kicker for the Huskies, number 26, Adam Dennis. Deep return man, number 5, DJ Vegas. And number 1, Kieran Payback.
Adam Dennis kicking it off again, almost in the identical spot he did the last kick. And Holy Family Catholic up to cover it up, and the first man there bobbled it, and luckily for him, his teammate was there to cover it up. So number 69 hit it initially, Elijah Bresnan. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Holy Family Catholic, Kirby. And really, the only offense they could muster tonight was that, was it first play from scrimmage
First
tonight?
play of the game, 30 yards up the far sideline for DJ Pegas. And since then, the Fire have been trying to go back to that well, and Albany's saying, well, we're not really going to let him do much anymore. So from there, the Fire have been kind of blanked.
We're at Michael Field and Herges Stadium. Under center for Holy Family Catholic, it looks like a new quarterback. That's number 3, Michael Richardson. And held up at right around the line of scrimmage is DJ Pegas.
Ball carrier number 5, DJ Vegas.
So
Not
Michael
much to
Richardson in a quarterback, Kirby. He's a 6-foot junior. They're going to give him 3 yards on that pickup, though. They're going to spot it out at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd down and about 7. Backs in an eye for Holy Family Catholic. Rickleson will keep it. A busted play that he's able to get some positive yards out of. He lands right around the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4. As the clock continues to run, we're down to about 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half.
So, you go from, that was a 4-yard pickup on a broken play, which you would take, but you go from the early season jitters, and now you have a different quarterback in there, and it's just tough to get on the same page sometimes.
Richardson under center. Backs in an eye again. Pegas will get the pitch, and the Husky defense pulls Pegas down from behind at about the 42-yard line. He needed to get to the 44. They're still going to be short by a good yard and a half. 4th down for Holy Family Catholic, who are going to burn the timeout now with 1:43 to play. Coming at halftime, Kirby, we're going to have Freeport State Bank trivia. So we'll have some trivia questions at halftime here for you. Albany Husky trivia, so we look forward to that. We'll recap some area scores on the Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard. And we'll talk about what's coming up next week as far as Albany activities go. So a busy halftime coming up here on KASM Radio.
It's so you're down 32 here. You got 103 seconds left in the half, and you're in your territory. So basically, I believe this is his first game as a head coach for Holy Family Catholic, Ian Parchek, you're saying to yourself right now, Randy, okay, 4th and 2. We're not giving it back. We haven't stopped him yet. We're not giving it back. Let's maybe go for it right here. See if DJ can make a wiggle and get through, or maybe they come with a trick play or something like that. You're trying to instill some confidence in your team, basically, to say that, you need to have some things start to go right for you.
So Richardson will come from the sideline after talking to his head coach. They line up. They're ready to go. 2-back set. 4th down about a yard. Richardson will keep it. And
He
just
got it.
getting some good offensive line surge. Carries him into, or actually over the 45 to about the 49-yard line. Boy, that was quite the rugby pile there, wasn't it?
They gave him 5 on that scrum,
Wow.
which is, I mean, it seemed like it was going to be bang, bang at first, but second first down of the evening for the Fire.
1st and 10. Richardson works out of the shotgun, and there's a snap that goes over his head as he rolls on the ground. He falls on it back in his own territory. Where are they going to spot this? At about the 32. I think they're going to spot him down at the 32-yard line. He never had a chance at that snap out of the shotgun. It was probably 2 to 3 feet over his hands, and now Holy Family Catholic will use another timeout with 1:08 to play. Here at Michael Field, let's take a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, did you see my text?
He's got happy feet, takes off. It's a nice game.
Broken play, carrying the ball, number 3, Michael Richardson.
And a mile.
Tackle made by number 16, Mason Beerbaum. And number 20.
We're back to action at Michael Field as Richardson carries the football for Holy Family Catholic up to about the 45-yard line. Another bad snap. Richardson will be pulled down and sacked inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. So you get a bad play, you get a good play, and now you get another bad play.
Yeah.
And it's 4th down.
I mean, 1 step forward, 2 steps back for Holy Family Catholic sometimes, and Porter Copland with a nice play right there. We saw Declan Crumley in as well. 4th down, Randy, 36 seconds left, up 32. Did Coach K press pause?
Mike Kleinschmidt called a timeout. He'll use a second timeout. And that means that he's going to get some seconds on the clock yet to run a play or two before halftime.
You only get so many chances to work on this stuff.
Exactly. That Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard has the Albany Huskies leading 32-0 here late in the second quarter. Caden Sand, he is the deep man for the Albany Huskies. And punting away for Holy Family Catholic. Line drive kick that Sand will pick up on one hop at about the 21-yard line. And Caden is brought down from behind right around the 26-yard line. So that presents a little bit more of a problem. That's a good 3/4 of the field to go.
You were hoping for a good return and an opportunity to maybe have a chance to get moving a little bit, but with 28 seconds and your best running back on the sideline, it's going to be kind of a tall order.
Yeah.
But again, it's an opportunity to work on some, maybe a 2-minute drill late in the half.
Absolutely. So the ball placed at the 25-yard line. 1st down 10. Huskies do have 1 timeout left. Receiver here on the left, 3 receivers on the right, and the handoff will go to the fullback, and that's Hunter Tate, and Tate's not going to get much there. Might get a yard.
31.
Ball carrier number 31, Hunter Tate.
Maybe give him a yard,
Yeah.
if even.
Yeah, if
That'll
that.
be the half, it looks like.
It's, they're going to let it wind down. As the half will come to an end. The Huskies leading 32-0. 32-0 at halftime over Holy Family Catholic. Pretty darn good half of football. Our first game of the year. Gotta like it. I think the coaches, Kirby, inside, they're happy with the score, but inside there's a lot of mistakes made too, and I'm sure that's what will be talked about in the locker room.
Got 8 penalties for 47 yards. You gave up a 30-yard rush on the first play of the game. you've had some procedure issues as well as yeah, there's plenty of stuff to clean up.
Yeah, yeah, you're not prep bowl ready yet, boys. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout. It's your halftime show coming up in 3 minutes on KASM.
They don't seem to be able to move the ball, Maury. Yeah, I've got them up on my phone here. Yeah, so we had a 3rd and 2, and we brought that in, and they knew we were just going to run it right up the gut, so there was no gut to run up. Is Matt down there? Just watching?
Maury, where would you have heard me say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now you know, right? No. Just weddings, funerals, church choirs, and class play. No. No. All right, welcome back to Michael Field at Burgess Stadium. Randy Rothstein, Kirby Hennig with you as the Albany Huskies lead here at halftime by a score of 32-0. Kirby, tell you what, the first half, the Albany Huskies, they started things out pretty good. We saw Carter Beer with a long run, and it's like, oh, this is going to be fun. And then the penalty bug hit the Huskies for a little bit, didn't it?
You've seen every Husky football snap for the past, what are we thinking, 30 or no,
20 some years.
22 years here?
22, 23 years.
You ever see 4 false starts from Albany in a row?
I've never seen that many penalties by the Albany Huskies in a half or that many in a row.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
So, I mean, little kinks, and we talked about it, that they got some new guys out there. And with new faces comes, new mistakes and new responsibility and stuff like that. But to be up 32-0 with 8 penalties in the first half, I would kind of show shine some light a little bit, saying that these guys are playing pretty good. These guys are they're doing their thing up front. Copland Lacey, Buttweiler, Kremley, and Odenthal with Sand and Gable on the tight end spot. And basically everybody who's ran the ball has had some
Success.
room to do it. And Hunter and Tyson running hard. And, Carter had the great run as well. So it's just it was a productive first half, to say the least.
Absolutely. It's going to be a busy halftime for us here, too. We'll have Kirby go over some stats for you, and then we have Freeport State Bank trivia coming up with Derek Meyer. So, Kirby, that first half, what did it look like?
Albany started on their own 27-yard line. They had that big Carter Beer run, 36 yards up the far sideline. That drive ended up with a 2-yard Hunter Tate touchdown run. Carter's 2-point conversion was good. 8-0 Albany. A turnover on downs for Holy Family Catholic. Albany gets the ball back at their own 32. 4-yard touchdown run after a 9-play drive. LaQuay Jefferson keeps it himself. He gets into the end zone. Tyson Garris gallops in for the 2-point, 16-0 Albany. It was a quick 3-and-out for Holy Family Catholic after that. They punted. Then Albany goes 5 plays, 25-yard touchdown run. Starting at their own 40, it was a 60-yard advantage, 60-yard drive for Albany. The big play, of course, the 25-yard touchdown run for Hunter Tate. His second time to the end zone, 24-0 after the LaQuay Jefferson to Logan Harn 2-point conversion pass. Fumbled kickoff by Holy Family Catholic. And Randy, just kind of maybe a little lapse
Absolutely.
that we saw from the Fire. Just maybe not, pardon my pun, having the Fire on that play.
Right, and I mean, not really maybe remembering, Kirby, like
live ball.
Onside kicks, they can go further than that 10 yards usually. If they get it over us, we got to cover it up.
Exactly. So a big advantage for the Huskies. They took advantage, started on the Holy Family Catholic 32-yard line. It was a 5-yard Tyson Garrett's touchdown run. LaQuay Jefferson with a nice lofted pass to Brady Goebel in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 32-0 Albany at that point. A punt on after a quick first down by Holy Family Catholic. They punt. Albany had the ball right before half. They ran one play. Rushing for the Huskies, leading the way, 9 carries, 93 yards for Hunter Tate. 74 carries on 4 yards for Carter Beer. I don't believe we'll be seeing Carter anymore as he kind of came up lame on a sideline run near side. 19 yards after 5 carries for Logan Harn. LaQuay with 36 yards rushing on 5 yards. LaQuay's got a touchdown, 2 for Hunter Tate, and 1 for Tyson Garrett's. Tyson, 6 carries, 41 yards for young Tyson Garrett's, Randy, as he's had a nice half. Passing, LaQuay Jefferson is 1 for 1 for 8 yards. He does have 2-point conversion passes that have been successful. His one pass that was in the game went to Hunter Tate. And the Gophers are on the scoreboard with a touchdown pass. Dylan Wright's a touchdown catch from Tanner Morgan on the Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard. 10-6 down in Dinkytown. Gophers looking for that extra point. And they're thinking upset for Holy Family Catholic. Big run to start for DJ Pegas. But after that, Randy, after that 30-yarder, he doesn't really have much of anything going.
Absolutely nothing. No.
He goes 8 carries, 44 yards, 4 carries for Michael Rickelson, who came on in relief at quarterback of Gavin Fry. He's got 4 carries for 12 yards. Gavin Fry did complete 1 pass to DJ Pegas. Rushing totals for everybody, all things considered, 29 carries, 263 for the Huskies on the ground, 906 yards per carry, 12 carries, 56 yards, a little over 4 yards a carry for the Fire. There's your first half.
Wonderful, Kirby. Wonderful. And I'm sure we're going to get to see a lot of new faces in the second half.
I brought 2 pens.
2 pens. I love it. Hey, here at halftime, we always enjoy our Albany Husky trivia. And tonight, Derek Meyer from the Freeport State Bank. Derek provides us with Albany Husky trivia tonight. Let's get those trivia questions, and then we'll get some answers for you after Kirby and I debate it a little bit. All right, Kirby Hamish. Now,
so this is tough for me because I'm kind of the new man on the block. I assume Pete Herges has a lot of wins. I mean, they named the stadium after him, so he's got a pile of wins.
But not as many as Jim Mater.
Not as many as Jim Mater. So he's going for second. Mike's in third. The question is, how long is he going to have to keep coaching at this pace
Of 8 wins a year.
to pass him? So I'm going to say C9. I'm thinking that he's got a ways to go yet.
And, 8 times 9 would be 72. I think that's an extreme amount of wins.
That's too many?
I'm going to go with 6. I'm going to say 48. That would put him close to 200 wins.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Sure.
I'm going to go B6. You're going to go C9.
There we go.
How about the next question? The Albany Huskies currently have a home winning streak that extends back the last 3 seasons. How many wins or how many home wins will they have over 3 years?
No, it's how long's the home win streak right now?
Okay.
I'm saying B16.
You're saying 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Or 3 years, 8 times. That's 4, 6.
Couple playoff games.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to side with you and go 16 as well.
There we go.
On B. All right. Let's see what Derek has to say.
Family will get the ball. I like how that timeout at the end of the half and then ran a time. Quite good for that one. Unless, he was just hoping they would screw up the punt. Snap it over the guy's
Thank you, Derek. Well, Kirby, we both got stumped on the first one.
Yeah, I was way off. you were
A little closer.
You were
but
halfway
still.
off. Yeah.
I knew Jim Mater had over 200 wins, but I guess I wasn't aware of where Pete Herges was on that
Sure.
list. Another 20.
So he just, by the way, when you say just 3 seasons, he has to win 8 games a year for those 3 seasons.
Yeah, and he has to want to be the head coach for 3 more seasons, living in retirement right now, right? Yeah.
If the passion he brings with us on Fridays or even today when I had him on the radio, if that's what he brings every day, he'll coach this job till he's dead.
And having a 16 home winning streak here, game home winning streak, that's pretty impressive.
Well on his way to 17.
They'll make it 17 probably tonight.
Do you remember the last loss?
I don't. Did you look back?
No. Minnesota scores right now is they're going through a reboot, so
Okay.
some of that stuff.
Would have to be a playoff loss.
I was thinking New London here on that Saturday, that second round
Easily have
Saturday.
been. Yeah. Maybe we'll prod Scott Bungie. I'm sure Bungie knows somewhere.
There we
along
go.
the way, right? All right. Albany's returning to the field. We'll see Holy Family Catholic back on the field shortly. Kirby, when we come back, we'll look at some scores, the Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard. Well, let's take a 2-minute timeout here on KASM.
Holy Family Catholic rushing. DJ Vegas had 8 carries for 48 yards. Gavin Fry.
Your Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard has the Albany Huskies leading Holy Family Catholic 32-0 here at halftime. Other halftime scores, it's New London Spicer leading St. Cloud Cathedral 14-7. 14-7 at halftime. Piers leading the Holding Ford Huskers 6-0 at halftime. 6-0 at halftime. Some area football games going on. And over at Huntington Bank Stadium, Kirby?
That's what they call it now.
Minnesota Gophers trailing Ohio State
10-7.
10-7. All right.
Derek Meyer texting in, Randy, saying that I was right. New London in that playoff game a couple years ago.
Wow.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, that'll be a candy bar for Kirby.
Oh, nice. We got football candy bar bets, too, after our amateur baseball. My waistline's still trying to recover from all the candy bars you bought me from Regents.
Albany High School Sports brought to you by Wells Concrete, Oakmont Capital Services, the Freeport State Bank, the Wood Shop of Avon, Lang Trenching, Kutzer Excavating in Albany, K&S Pharmacy of Avon, Community Technology Center, Albany Country Floral and Gifts, Hillcrest Family Restaurant, Century 21 First Realty, Ashley Carbert, Jeremy Rodenwald, Mark Rodenwald, your realtors, Albany Eye Clinic, Stearns Bank Albany, Albany Mutual Telephone Association, Central Minnesota Credit Union and their offices, Columbia Gear, Albany Family Dentistry, Lake Country Veterinary Services, Willem Ringdahl, Wilken and Zimmerman, attorneys at law in Cold Spring, Avon and Albany Chrysler Center. We're ready to go. Second half action as the Albany Huskies will be kicking it off. And with that kick, it's number 26, Adam Dennis. Dennis seeing the return now by, that's number 1. Looks like Kieran Padash. And Padash brings that football back to about the 37-38 yard line. And that's where the Holy Family Catholic squad begin tonight's second half.
So they picked up 2 first downs in that first half, but for the most part, Randy, not a lot of cohesiveness, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not they switched quarterbacks halfway through, so they're just looking to get some momentum right here, and the Huskies still got a pile of starters out there.
Yeah, and their quarterback going to work out of the shotgun right now, and that goes right through his hands as the Huskies going to fall on the quarterback and the football back around the 13-yard line. I think it's going to be a guess by the officials where the ball is going to be down because the players and the ball beat the officials down there, but they're going to spot it at the 13-yard line. And that was Gavin Fry back in at quarterback.
That was the starter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the start to the half, the fire
So
we're looking for.
The center has to work on some of those snaps if you're going to continue to work out of the shotgun. Fry will work under center right now. And his handoff will go to, that's number 29, Thomas Red Wing III. Thomas Red Wing III. He will run out of bounds about the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 2 and third down and forever. Wow, third down and that ball back, Kirby, at the 13-yard line. They got to get to the 48-yard line for first down.
So what do you got on 3rd and 36?
Exactly. Backs in an eye, quarterback works under center. And they're, looks like their tight end maybe moved, jumped early, so they're going to procedure call and move them back 5 yards.
They've had a tough couple seasons at Holy Family Catholic, and not the start they were looking for in the 2021 campaign tonight.
Ball inside the 10-yard line, about the 8-yard line, way down in the west end of Michael Field, as it'll be Red Wing the third, pulled down from behind. That might be even inside the 5-yard line as they tried to sweep him to the right and nothing going there. And they're going to be kicking this one from out of their end zone.
Declan Crumley, Randy, is buzzing out there on that DN spot. He's moved inside a few times, but mostly linebacker DN, and he's just had a great first half here for the Huskies as we're into the second half, but he's been good all night.
Porter Copeland, too, played well for the Huskies so far tonight. Evenson will come in for Albany. Men back to receive the punt. Looks like Tyson Garrett's one of those. I don't know the other guy. Can't see him. Might be Caden Sand as Kicking it away will be Pedish, and it's going to be a short kick as Tyson Garretts will fall on it right around the 32-yard line. And Huskies get great field position here after just an awesome defensive stand to open up the third quarter.
They started their fourth drive in Holy Family Catholic territory. That was the fumbled kickoff, or the kickoff where the fire kind of laid on it. But so great field position for the Huskies.
You know, it's almost like Kirby Holy Family Catholic's probably been practicing that 2-3 weeks now, but you almost see like four or five plays. That's all we've seen so far from them tonight. Not a lot of offensive design. It'll be the sweep for Logan Harn down the right side of the field. He's got a blocker. That's Odenthal. Harn will tickle the pylon, but he is out of bounds, the officials say, right around the 2-yard line. And it looks like a Holy Family Catholic player. Is that someone down on the field right now?
Oh, we got a flag back at the 30 as well.
Okay, so there might have been a hold as someone sprung Harn. That one might come back. An injured player down on the field, too, as they will attend to him down in the corner. He's kind of grabbing his shoulder right now, the way it looks. So the medical team of Albany going to go down and help him out as well. And
do we get a call on the penalty?
I did not see anything, although the officials are talking. It is a hold on the Huskies.
There's the call.
There's the call. So, Kirby, you saw that flag right about the 32-yard line. That's where they're going to step it off. It's going to go to about the 40-yard line. And that whole play is going to come back, isn't it?
Yeah, so Logan gets that nice 30-yard run, and in a night that's been filled with long runs for Albany, but filled
and
with penalties as well.
Yeah.
That play had it all.
Absolutely. And you kind of wonder, did that hold make a difference on that big gain or not? Looking back, they'll be able to see that on the film if that was a difference maker in that run. But, boy, it seemed like Logan had the opening to the right on that sweep. And
if that sprung Logan, or if he maybe would have had that on his own.
Yep, hard to say. They're still attending to the player down on the field. So let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more football for you here on KASM 32-0 Albany. Back at Michael Field, still tending to the injured Holy Family Catholic Fire player down by the end zone in the west end of Michael Field. And so while they attend to him, Kirby, we had volleyball open up the season on Tuesday night at Foley, and we went 5 sets. Great volleyball match. Both Albany and Foley battling on Tuesday night. We're going to see some exciting play, I think, from those Albany Husky girls this year.
Well, you saw, we talked about fresh faces here on the football team, and the other fall sport that we cover, a lot of girls to replace. It's weird, going to an Albany girls event and Paige not going to be there, but as we do now see the young man who was injured has made his way to his feet, aside from as opposed to while he was laying down that entire time. But right into the fire, didn't they, with a 5-set match?
5-set match and a 5-set victory. Our next volleyball comes up on Tuesday night. We'll be at Melrose, where they take on the Dutchman on Tuesday night. Also, the cross-country team is up and going here at Albany High School, boys and girls cross-country team, and the swimmers. The girls swimmers are going strong here, too, and we'll report on those sports on Friday afternoons and On the Ball. We'll also keep track on Sports Scoreboard Show at 8:15 Monday through Friday mornings. All
Gophers have taken the lead, Randall. Mohammed Ibrahim with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gophers up 14-10 down in Dinkytown.
All right, just to recap again, before that injury, the Albany Huskies had run a play from scrimmage, and Logan Harn had run it down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Now, this was all called back, Kirby, because of a hold.
Yeah, hold on. Looked like the near side. It must have been. It was a near side run, so they brought it all the way back, and it'll be 1st and 20 from the 40 now for Albany. They got to get to Well,
actually, maybe 1st and 17.
Yeah, that's not the full 20.
So the pitch will go to Tyson Garretts. They sweep him to the left side of the field, and Holy Family Catholic able to contain Tyson after he picks up about 3 yards. Tyson down to about the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Let's call it 14, 2nd and 14.
Fire, we're kind of keying on that one, Randy, is that wide side sweep. You need to get a lot of yardage back after the long penalty.
Have seen Evenson in the game, but Hunter Tate not as much lately. As it'll be Harn with the carry, and Logan has some running room. Look at him break tackles inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. He's got enough for a Husky 1st down, and Logan Harn says, I want some of them yards back.
And he got him, too. I mean, he made that nice cut. You talked about him slipping that ankle tackle and busting his way. He's into the red zone now, all the way down to the 15 from the 38, so a nice pickup right there for Logan.
Yep, we'll see some new faces in the backfield for the Albany Huskies. Brady Goebel coming in for Albany, and out of the game right now will be Dominic Eink. On 1st down and 10 for the Huskies, clock continues to run, 8:55, 3rd quarter action. Riley Garding in, 2 for the Albany Huskies, as Garding will get the carry. And Garding down to about the 11-yard line. So Garding in the backfield with Garretts.
4-yard pickup right there for Riley.
2nd down and 6.
5'10 junior. 32-0 in favor of Albany as we're counting away here in the 3rd quarter.
Albany can get a 1st down right around the 5-yard line. Handoff to Harn. Harn sidesteps his way inside. Actually, it was about the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. And, boy, after having like an ACL surgery and you see him running sideways like that and slip a little at the end, boy, they can rebuild those knees so good.
He had a lot of confidence in it there, too, Randy.
That's one thing you got to get back is that confidence, yeah.
Make that jump cut like that you're not doing that if you don't believe in that your knee's going to stay in place.
You got it. 3rd down and 2 for the Huskies. Garding in the backfield. He'll take that handoff. Riley Garding should have enough for a 1st down, I believe, as he's inside the 5 down to about the 4. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Riley Garding, who is this kid? He is a 5'10 junior. Riley Garding, they list him as 150 pounds.
Going to get plenty of carries. Who else we see in there now? 42. Dominic Eink back into the game.
Kirby, when were you 150 pounds?
8th grade.
8th grade? Okay. Yeah, to be 150 again. Here's LeQuay. He'll hand off to Harn, and Harn down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Not much doing right there as Holy Family Catholic. I mean, you're down 32-0, Randy, but they're making a little bit of I guess you'd say a stand. It is 2nd down, and they got 2nd and goal from the 3.
And we are seeing running backs now, Kirby, that weren't part of the starting group. I mean, they're getting the majority of the handoffs now, and so giving these guys the opportunity to play. Second down and goal from about the 3. The pitch will go to Harn. Harn with a blocker in front. He'll walk it into the end zone. That is a Husky touchdown, and they pull out in front 38-0 on the Harn 3-yard touchdown run.
He's into the to the end zone. He's got 83 yards rushing now, Randy, in his first of the night. So congratulations to Logan to make it 38-0 in favor of Albany.
So we've seen some pretty good performances from, first of all, Carter Beer, then Hunter Tate, and now Logan Harn, getting some big chunks of yardage. And now the Huskies going to attempt the extra point. They're going to try to kick it through the uprights, and it's going to be our kicker, Adam Dennis. Here's the snap, the place, the kick is up, and end over end, it's good. Adam Dennis clearing the crossbars there. Pretty good look. It's up and good.
What are we running for? What are we going for 2 for with that sitting there?
Wow. Well, 2, you get 1 more, Kirby.
It's math. There
Dennis perfect tonight, 39-0 Albany. Hutchinson was the holder for the Albany Huskies, and we will take a 1-minute timeout. Back with more at Michael.
We haven't seen that in years. That was the last touchdown. That's what they need. And maybe now they get some field goals. Were you straight on? Were you straight on? No. I remember.
Mark Airline, I think, started kicking in soccer style when I was a junior. 73. Yeah, that's about right.
Look at him just eye that ball up on that tee.
Kicked till he was about 50 years old.
Oh, it's a 10.
Adam Dennis kicking it off for the Albany Huskies and picking it up at the 10-yard line is Kieran Paydosh. Paydosh returns it to right around the 30-yard line, a return of about 20 yards. And it'll be first down and 10 for Holy Family Catholic. Kirby, we've seen some good performances tonight, and one of those being sophomore Adam Dennis.
Adam Dennis, he kicks beauty of an extra point after that 3-yard Logan Harn touchdown run. He's been nice on the kickoffs as well. He turned a kickoff into some offense for the Huskies, so nice start.
Huskies were not able to get enough guys off the field as the pass incomplete for Holy Family Catholic. But I think there's going to be a penalty flag on Albany for too many men on the field.
Yeah, free play right there for Holy Family Catholic. Were they changing late, or I guess I was kind of looking at my stat sheet.
Molzoff was hustling off the field, and I think they all went on the field, Kirby, and then all of a sudden somebody did some counting, and one too many out here. So the officials going to pick the flag up here now.
Substitution, yeah, substitution penalty. Why not make it your 10th penalty of the night?
It'll be a first down and 5 now for Holy Family Catholic. Back in at quarterback, we saw Gavin Fry the majority of the first half, and then we saw Michael Richardson. Fry will hand off, and it is number 5, DJ Pegas, with the carry and a first down for Holy Family Catholic.
Yeah, give him about 8 yards right there. Nice burst, Randy. He's got kind of that second gear. It's finding the room to hit that gear has been the issue for Holy Family Catholic.
The Oakmont Capital Services scoreboard has the Huskies leading 39-0. 39-0. First down 10. Backs in an eye for Holy Family Catholic. Pegas will get the pitch and fumbled on the play. Loose ball. And luckily for Pegas, it lands right next to him as there was a Husky player that overran the play. Ran right by the ball.
Would you say wet ball there, or maybe a little lack of concentration on that?
Lack of concentration, and maybe not totally expecting that pitch to come to him. I don't know. We're seeing most of the Husky defensive unit out there yet. It's Pegas getting the handoff on second down and about 16, and he'll get about 3 of those yards back. It'll be third down and almost third down and 14 for Holy Family Catholic.
He gets the momentum going. You take advantage of the short sticks after the Husky illegal substitution, and then you have the fumbled exchange.
3rd and 14. Working under center is Fry. Backs in an eye. He's got a new play clock, too, as they didn't start that play clock. He's got about 20 seconds left in that. Fry will hand off to Pegas. Pegas tries to make his way through the middle of the field, and right there bringing him down is number 75 for the Albany Huskies, Nick Taugus. Taugus, 6 foot, 160-pound senior. Good performances tonight by the Albany Husky defense. Luke Buttweiler coming off the field. He has played well tonight. Also coming off the field for the Huskies, Tate Lacey.
Those guys have been tough up front, Randy.
They've been tough. Yeah.
Coplin, Goebel, Oldenthal, Buttweiler, Crumley, Tate, LeQuay in there. You mentioned Lacey. You get that long run to start, Randy. You're probably getting instructed saying, okay, we can't let that happen anymore as we have an injured fire player.
Yeah, it looks like it might be Pegas. The Albany Husky trainer has run across the field to maybe help him out. Back deep for the Albany Huskies. Got a couple players as we're expecting the kick to come from Kieran Padish.
Halftime in Dinkytown, 14-0 in favor of the underdogs. Gophers up by 4 at the break.
Or 14-10?
14-10, excuse me, yeah.
Padish to kick it, 39-0, third quarter.
Albany has scored every time they've touched the ball.
Wow. We haven't even seen the punter then yet, have we?
He told us that the punter was going to be. Does he have it on there? He has okay. Is it so Hutchinson, you would say? That's a holder.
That's the holder. Yeah, I wonder if Adam
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Guess. In at quarterback, new quarterback, it's Beerbaum, and Beerbaum hands up. Straight ahead, Evenson with the carry, and Evenson over the 35. Evenson will pick up close to 8 yards on that carry, 2nd and 2. Isaac Evenson, 5'9", 148-pound junior. And in a quarterback, Mason Beerbaum, 6'1", 175, and a junior.
A lot of juniors.
A lot of juniors. Handoff, is that Garrett's that time? We'll see once they unpile. No, number 27.
Isaac Berg. Not much doing right there for Isaac.
6 foot, 175-pound junior.
Score sheet's getting a workout tonight.
Yeah, it is. Huskies looking at the same 3rd down and 2. Beerbaum, tall kid, under center, 2-back set. Mason's going to keep it. As he's looking for a block, he gets away from the defense, and he's got a 1st down as he hits midfield. Mason Beerbaum, he needed a block from one of his backs there, and I think his back might have got away with a little bit of a hold, Kirby.
That was a nice little wiggle, though, by Beerbaum.
Was.
I mean, I'm sure if you saw that, it's probably, I'm not saying that didn't happen, Randy, but a nice little wiggle downfield right there from Beerbaum. Give him about 12 yards on the carry.
Coming off the field, Luke Barrow was in the backfield for Albany. 1st down, 10. Fumbled by Beerbaum as they fall on it. Holy Family Catholic is saying, hey, we got the loose ball, and I think they might, as they're a pretty jovial bunch of football players right now. So the Huskies turn it over at their own 49-yard line. The fumble by the Albany Huskies will give it to Holy Family Catholic, and now the defense will be tested a little bit. So, Kirby, you said every possession they've scored?
Jinx.
That's
me. That's what I do. That's, you got wet ball. You got new faces in there, maybe some guys who haven't done a lot of QB center exchanges and stuff like that. So it's bound to happen.
And he's trying to get that quick step back from the center.
Correct. Yep. Got to break.
Yep. 1st down and 10. Ball fake to his back, looking to pass. Is the quarterback. He tosses it up, and nobody there but the sideline marker. So putting it up in the air. Incomplete is Fry's pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. That will stop the clock. 2:07 to play.
I don't know that. Gosh, they didn't even have that many guys out for a route. You only had like two options to throw to. They're both covered. What do you do?
And he had time. The Huskies out pressure on him. Handoff will go to Pegas. And Pegas brought down from behind again by that extremely tough Albany Husky defense.
Good to see DJ back out there. He came up a little limp at the end of the last drive for Holy Family Catholic, so it's nice to see him out there. What do we got for the Huskies? 83. Jordan Barker's out there.
Yeah, Ethan Borgerding had that last tackle along with Evenson on the corner. It'll be a 3rd down and 10. Fire haven't moved it at all. Pegas gets the handoff, and he's got some running room as he'll get about 9 on that carry. It'll be 4th down.
You got to go for this one. I mean, you're at their 40. You're at the Albany 42.
Yep. 4th down and just a long one for the Fire.
85 seconds and counting here in quarter 3.
Fry will work under center, keeps those backs in an eye on 4th down, a long yard. He's going to hand off to Pegas, and Pegas hit right at the line of scrimmage. He gets spun around, and he drops to a knee. And you know, when his knee hit the ground, Kirby, that maybe hurt him. I don't think they made it.
Nice
they did
tackle.
not. They're putting it 1st and 10 the other way.
Turnover on downs. They said that he was down. Nice tackle by Mason Beerbaum. He just had the faux pas on the quarterback center exchange, but Albany gets the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Great defensive stand by the Albany Huskies. Holy Family Catholic facing just an extremely tough Albany Husky team tonight. And I think, Kirby, you can say one thing, and I can say with confidence, Albany was more well prepared for this ball game. As now in a quarterback for the Albany Huskies, another new face, Isaac Hutchinson. He's a 5'11 junior.
Another false start on the Huskies, penalty, but preparation. You see just the execution. You know, maybe that Holy Family Catholic possibly wasn't ready for, the Husky rushing attack, or maybe that defensive front.
But even defensively, I just look at how Albany made some adjustments after that first couple plays, and they've just stuck to their guns and played such a great game defensively. Carrying the ball is Hutchinson, kind of a broken play, and he's forced to scramble with it. Carries it back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd down. He probably got a yard, 2nd down and 9. Wow.
So it was actually a 6-yard pickup right there after that 5-yard procedural penalty again on Albany. So Isaac turning something absolutely nothing on that broken play. That helpless feeling, Randy, where he's in the backfield, he's got no one to hand it to.
I know, yeah. Jaden Mark in the backfield for Albany. Also Riley Garding coming in on 2nd down about 9. Hutchinson hands off to his fullback, and is that Garding? Yes, it is. Riley Garding with the carry up to the 48-yard line as we're down to 10 seconds. That should be the last play of the 4th quarter, and we'll see in practice, the Albany Huskies holding up those 4 fingers, meaning 4th quarter. Going to the 4th quarter, and that's one thing they learned in practice too. It's like you hold that lead going into the 4th quarter, you hold that hand up. 39-0 Albany with the lead. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here on KASM.
City had 7 ads left.
as we begin the fourth quarter. Kirby, we're running time here the rest of the way.
It'll be moving, much like the Husky rushing attack has been tonight. Very impressive for the Albany Movers up front.
First down 10. It's Isaac Hutchinson under center. He goes with a longer count as it was third down about 3. Nothing going there as Hutchinson carries that football up to about the 49-yard line. They'll keep the clock running. Fourth down and 2 for the Huskies. Are we going to see the punt?
Finally?
Finally, maybe.
Isaac's out there, as is Cole Molzoff. They might be going for this. You're right at midfield, 4th and 3. Now they're punting.
They're going to punt it. And punting is at number 80.
Jack Reland is who I have as 80.
Jack Reland.
Nice punt.
Quick punt. Whoa, he gets some air to that. And Holy Family Catholic saying, we want nothing to do with that. That's going to land inside the 10-yard line.
40-yard punt.
Wow.
First punt of the
night.
night.
No return, yes.
First punt of the night, the guy comes out there and sticks him inside the 10.
Did he get some height on that football?
And just a quick release, too.
Yeah.
Like from hands to foot. It was almost like it was a instantaneous motion, basically.
Like you're messing around as kids and you're kicking the ball around and one of your buddies gets this good kickoff and you're going, you should be the punter.
And that's what
right?
That's what happened to Jack. Someone saw Jack in the playground at Albany Elementary and said, hey, does Coach Kleinschmidt know you punt?
I really like that kick. Yeah. So anyway, the Husky defense, we're going to see a lot of second-team defensive players in the game now. And on a night when the field here at Michael is held up so well, first down 10 for the Fire of Holy Family Catholic, working from the shotgun. Their quarterback, the handoff will go to, that is number 5, Pegas, and nothing for Pegas yet as they just continue to key on him, Kirby, and that's been their offense tonight.
DJ had that one poked loose that he fell right back on, but, I mean, seriously, that was his 15th carry, and they have Michael 4 carries. They've thrown 2 passes, so he's got the ball about 85% of the time.
Wow. A loss of 3, second down and 13. Fry will continue to work out of the shotgun with the back lined up right next to him. Fake to that back. Loose football on the field. I think the Huskies fell on it. Did they fall on it in the end zone? It is.
Right at the
safety.
Goal line. And
Huskies are calling for safety. I don't think Fry got it. Albany comes out with it. That's number 42. He's saying it's mine. Dominic Ink. It is a safety.
Dominic Ink. Crank up the men without hats. Safety dance.
Wow. And Fry had that football, Kirby. I think when he turned, if he was going to pass or something, I think he lost control of the football on his own.
He was looking like he wanted to pass, and then he ends up holding it because that ball might have got knocked down.
Wet or slippery
so
or knocked down.
From there, from the knockdown stage, he was basically thinking like, oh boy, now what's going to happen? So then they just kind of poked it loose, and every Minnesota sports fan's least favorite score, 41 donut on the scoreboard over to our right here at Michael Field.
So Ink with the safety. And in high school football, actually, safeties don't happen a whole lot.
No.
That's kind of, I mean, if you can tell your buddies someday, I got a safety, they're going to go, really?
How'd you get that?
How'd you get that? Yeah.
Because you don't pass down that close to the end zone normally.
No. So the Huskies will get the football back. We will see Holy Family Catholic. They're kicking or punting it to the Albany football team.
41-0.
And Tyson Garrett's will be joined by Carter Voss. They'll stand back at about the 35-yard line as punting it away will be Kieran Paydosh. Hard to say. I think the rain continues to fall here. The umbrella's still out. Oh, yeah, we can see the raindrops.
Yeah, the track. If you look at the track.
It pretty much rained the whole game, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
You alluded to it, though. The field has held up nicely thus far.
Yes. Voss will take control of the football about the 37. Starts upfield to the 50 and inside the 50 down to the 47-yard line. That return for Carter Voss going for about 20 yards. No, not quite. 15 yards. So Carter Voss on the return. First down 10, Albany, from the 47-yard line.
Next week, the
Holy Family.
Fire will travel to Litchfield. Holy Family Catholic at Litchfield. Huskies right back here at Michael. Friday Night Lights next week as Malacca comes to town.
Under center, it'll be Hutchinson for the Albany Huskies. And the handoff, that'll go to number 37, Cole Ponick.
Not much doing right there as the DN that came free for Holy Family Catholic, number 11, Alex Beer, just a senior, 6'2", 190.
Kirby, a chance to hear Mike Kleinschmidt's comments tomorrow and on the ball.
Oh.
We'll talk to Coach K right after 1:45, won't we?
He'll be happy about the rushing total and ticked off about the procedure penalties.
Absolutely. Here's the ball carrier for the Albany Huskies, number 23, Carter Voss. Voss down to the 45-yard line. So it'll be third down, about 9 for Albany.
Lost 3 on the Ponick run and gained 4 there on the Voss run.
6:25. The clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter. 41-0. Albany with the lead. Third down and 9. A little confusion there by the Huskies. Who is the quarterback? That is number 23, Voss, and Voss will hand off to that's number 24, Riley Garding, and Riley Garding thrown for a loss. Probably back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be fourth down and 10 for the Albany Huskies. And it might be a case of, well, let's kick it away again, boys.
Why not? Put him inside the 10 again.
As Reeland on the field. Coming in as well for the Albany Huskies, that's Jordan Barker. Will be in here on that special teams. And one man back for Holy Family Catholic. That's Kieran Paydash. Long ride back for the Fire, I'm sure. Reeland going to punt. And the kick on the way. And this kick will drop. Actually, that was Ethan Borgerding, Kirby, number 60. The kicker, 6'3", 190 pounds.
So you're Jack Reeland, and you just put an awesome punt out there, and that's your night? You're going to try someone else in the punting department?
Yeah, give him shots.
All right.
Give him shots.
Under 5 minutes to play now is the Husky defense back out on the field. They still do cookies for shutouts, Randy? Mr. Omdahl, got to get the apron on?
That's the story. Brenda's sticking to it, she says. Yep. Otherwise, she's going to bake them. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 41-0 Albany. Handoff. That's going to go to number 29, Thomas Red Wing III, with the carry for the Fire. And Red Wing III picks up himself about 3 yards. Second down and 7. They try to sweep him out to the left side. Good pursuit there by the defense, which we're seeing mostly second and third team defensive guys right now.
Yeah, just trying to get lined up correctly at this moment. Good hustle by
Good
hustle by Beerbaum to get off the field there. Avoid 12 men. Yeah.
Would they call him on the field if he was in the air?
I think it's like a plane thing. It's like crossing the plane.
Okay. It is Fry under center. Fry will hand off to Red Wing III as he's up near the marker, and I think he's got enough for a first down.
All right. 4th first down of the game for Holy Family Catholic, and just think about what I just said right there, Randy. It's their 4th first down. Their first play of the game, they went 30 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one.
There's one. That was one first down.
Yeah, so they're averaging 1 a quarter right now. Not going to win many football games that way. Fry under center. 2 backs in the backfield, Aaron and I. Fry will hand off to Red Wing III, and Huskies meet him on the quarter, pulling him down after a gain of about 4. It'll be second down, and let's call it 6.
The right side, I don't know if that was a tight end or tackle, maybe moving early right there, but they're trying to get Red Wing III involved here because, as I would assume, the Fire are figuring out, Randy, DJ Pegas, you can't give him the ball every play.
No.
Key in on that guy. That's a tough fall for that kid, too, if he gets the ball on every play.
Absolutely. Fry working under center again for the Fire. He'll hand off to his fullback, loose football on the ground. They fall on it, and I think
Albany ball.
it is an Albany Husky football. They're coming up with the loose football. So Borgerding, who had just kicked it away as the punter, falls on the loose football. And
Busy guy.
he gets a fumble recovery, and the Huskies take over 1st and 10. Now down to about 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play in our game here tonight. 41-0. Coming up at the end of our game tonight, we'll name your Albany A&W and Don's on 94, Three Peppers Mexican Grill, offense and defensive players of the game. That's all on our postgame show here on KASM.
So it'll be 17 consecutive victories for Albany here at Michael Field and Herges Stadium.
Going back to what year?
2017.
2017.
Section semifinals against New London. Last time the Huskies tasted defeat.
Snap by the Albany Huskies, and getting the football is guarding after his quarterback, that was number 15, Ben Meyer, bobbled the snap, and it went through Ben's hands. Ben picked it up and said, "Here, guarding, you take it." And
the bad feeling, too.
Oh,
you go.
Yeah, guarding gets thrown for a 2-yard loss, 2nd down.
They won't hit me.
Meyer under center. Another loose ball, and I think the Huskies moved early, too. There is a penalty flag. It is a...
What's one more false start, huh?
False start on the Albany Huskies. That'll move them back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down, about 17.
Melrose Volleyball with a sweep on our sibling station, Total Country Bob FM, defeating Minnewaska. 3 sets, 25-16, 25-19, 26-24. You'll see the Lady Dutchman next Tuesday night, Randall.
Yes, I will. Should be a good volleyball match, Albany and Melrose. Handoff, that will go to number 26 of the Albany Huskies. That's Adam Dennis.
Ooh,
and we get a penalty flag on that far sideline as clock down to 25 seconds. Personal foul.
That's on Albany.
The Huskies.
That's a hurdling penalty, Randy. This is a new one. You can't jump over people anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Saquon Barkley would not fit in Minnesota high school football.
So the coach is telling Adam Dennis that you can't jump over players.
You can't jump. Can't hurdle.
Oh, the guys had a great night tonight as we are down to 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. 41-0. Write it in your scorebooks. The Albany Huskies with the victory tonight here against Holy Family Catholic. An impressive victory for the Albany Huskies. Can't say much more, Curb.
That's about, just dominance right there. Albany, they had the procedural penalties and stuff like that, but for the most part, they were great. They won up front.
Yeah, and the
Copeland,
field looks awesome.
Lacey, Buttweiler, Kremley. And it's not a mud pit down there.
No, not by any means. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back, and it is your post-game show here on KASM coming up next.